Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 261. The first setup was submitted by Luke. You want a good score, take a good photo. I'm not even kidding. Just decent lighting would have made this setup look better, and who knows, maybe he would have even gotten a better score because it could have been like, oh, this makes a little bit more sense because I could see things. But, you know, I feel like maybe the monitors are too low, and because of that, his speakers have to lay on the side, which most of the time doesn't matter if you have to squeeze it in because that's the way the things work, but it doesn't look that good in the setup. Honestly, the PC's got to go. You know, this is a good situation where triple monitors would look really nice, and if you were to lift them up a little bit, the speakers would fit, and that right there would have been night and day to this. Then again, it'd actually be night and night because it doesn't have the right light bulbs. Luke scored an 82. The next setup was submitted by Tyler. Really take a second to think, like, that's pretty straightforward, right to the point, badass. Like, it's just so good. Obviously, you look a little bit more to the right, you look a little bit more to the left, and you start to see things here and there. You're like, come on, dude, you know, let's fix this, let's fix that. But then you have to put into perspective, he's not necessarily owning this place. This isn't his domain. But the spot that he did with his desk, he did a great job. Had he been in his own space, I think he would have probably gotten like a 98. Tyler scored a 92. The next setup was submitted by Emmanuel. He still does have a pretty decent amount of space directly above his monitors where he could even just put one thing, whether it's a shelf, a poster, whatever. You know, you want to say, oh, that's simple, but then the more you look at it, you're like, this, that, the other. Like, first off, the far right side, the headphones are on the corner of the desk. Take that, put it under the desk on a hook, put it on the desk where that, what is that, a coffee cup or some shit?
What the hell is that doing?
Yeah, if they are both vest compatible, a dual monitor arm will look nice. Emmanuel scored a 76. The next setup was submitted by Spencer. The whole I rest my arm on here for long sessions is just my personal opinion, him trying to say, yeah, I know it looks kind of bad, just bear with me, trust me, I love using it like this.
But maybe if that's how he uses it, then you can't blame him.
Then that's fine, but as far as the show goes, with just being an actual decent setup, it's a no-go from me. His cable management is awful. Just tons of random shit on the desk that doesn't need to be there. It's not that hard to just slide, center, bam. Spencer scored a 64. The next setup was submitted by Garrett. He's 14. He was on episode 175. So this isn't a before, guys. He didn't bring it to you. This is just it. So he was on previously and obviously had some sort of seizure. Forgot everything I told him. And you would think you'd be on the show. You'd come back and be like, ha, screw you, Matt. As much as I should be like, oh my God, how dare you put your speakers like that? I'm also like, yeah, they probably don't sound that good anyway, you know?
He's got more problems than that.
And I mean, the Xbox is like, hello. I always joke about, you know, pushing everything off the desk and starting fresh. But honestly, just take everything away, all your boxes, everything. And then think about it. Okay, should my PC go in that spot? No, because I have a thing called feet. Garrett scored a 60. The next setup was submitted by Ned. I guess my first confusion is just kind of all the picture frames and stuff on the right. Like, I'd probably put that stuff up on the wall. Even then, it's so small, I wouldn't even bother. And then, you know, the Xbox, nothing really to complain about. I always say controller stands. I know people get sick of hearing that, but we saw it earlier. It just looks way better. Ned scored a 78. The next setup was submitted by Nathan.
You know what? He's trying to make room for them. They're not fitting onto the monitors because the monitors can't be mounted because of that back piece. I think it's fine. I really do. You can't lay them down either because the monitors are too low.
The microphone, I guess he has some extra slack and he could pull it down. Hopefully he's not trying to use it right there. Let's get a headphone stand, a headphone hanger. Why are your headphones blue if you're going for red? I don't know. I think given the space, given the circumstances, you're doing a good job. It's not going to, like, again, get an amazing score or anything, but it's not anything crazy that I'm looking at that needs to be fixed ASAP Rocky. Nathan scored a 72. The final setup of the day was submitted by Marin. A laptop stand or something to kind of fill that right side a little bit more would look nice because I don't think you're actually using the laptop. You just like having that extra screen as like an auxiliary display, which is fine.
Yeah.
And then obviously wire mold is something I always recommend. And I don't know if that TV is too high, but it looks like you just rotate left and you use it. So I would say it is too high, but again, I'm not actually there. Marin scored a 74. Tyler walked away with first place with a 92. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 261.